What's up YouTube? My name is Fausto Carvalho. I'm 22 years old and I've been living in Lisbon for 2 years now. I'm a master's student and what I'm currently involved with is affiliate marketing. I've been doing it for roughly 6 months now, so I'm excited to open this channel up so I can put out content and start documenting my journey. Now what I'm going to do in this video is talk about some of my 2018 goals, as well as a cool ad you can run on Facebook that not a lot of people use. So it's going to do one of two things. Firstly, you're going to be able to drive traffic to your landing pages or websites, and secondly, you're also going to be able to stand out from your competition. So that's going to enable you to get more conversions if you run this efficiently. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into my 2018 goals that I've set out to achieve. Okay, so these are just some of my goals that I'm hoping to achieve in 2018. These are big goals, and they do scare me, but I do believe in setting high targets. That way, if you don't reach those goals, you at least come as close to them as possible. Now, in terms of my personal branding goals, I want to have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I want to grow a Facebook group of 5,000 members, and then I also want to have 10,000 followers on Instagram. Now, in terms of my income goals, I want to generate 100,000 in affiliate commissions, and then I also want to be generating at least 10,000 a month passively by the time this year is over. Then, since I'm a student, like I mentioned before, I want to complete my master's degree this year. I don't really believe in the education system, but it's important to finish what you start. So that's why I've come to this point in my academic career, and I really just want to finish that and get the books out of the way. So in terms of spiritual growth, let me move me out of the way. I want to travel to several countries in Europe, and then I also want to be reading 12 books throughout this year. So that's the equivalent of about a book a month. So obviously these ones are more attainable than these ones up here, but at the same time I'm going to work just as hard on these ones as I am on these ones. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to jump over to the Ads Manager. Okay, we're over here on the Ads Manager of my Facebook account, and we need to choose an ad objective before we get going. Now the ad objective that we're going to be choosing is going to be video views, simply because you get the best kind of conversions with these kind of ads, because people love consuming their content through videos, as you can see. Okay, we're then gonna hit the continue button. Okay, so we're brought on over to this page. Now, we're not going to be focusing on the targeting of who these ads are going to be shown to, mainly because we're creating a fictional business, and so the targeting isn't as important as the type of ad, which I want to show you guys so you get a perspective of what kind of ad you can run that most people aren't really utilizing, and so it's going to enable you to stand out from your competitors. So we're now over here in the ad format of the ad that we're going to be running. Now, as you can see here, we have two options. We can either run a single video ad or we can run a slideshow ad. Now, I have the slideshow ad clicked because that's the kind of ad that we're actually going to be running. Single video ads are great for conversions, but the problem with them is that sometimes the viewers are sick and tired of seeing them, and so if you do a slideshow ad every now and again, it does help you stand out from your competitors. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to click on slideshow ads, and we're going to slide on down over here, and you're going to see, let me just move me out of the way. It's showing us that we can use between 3 and 10 images to create the slideshow ad. Now, you're probably thinking, well, damn, I don't have any images to show. Well, the great thing is that Facebook actually gives you stock photos because they have a partnership with Shutterstock, and so you can actually use their stock photos for your very own slideshow ads. So let's go on and click over here. So this is where it brings us to. Now, as you can see, it allows us to adjust the aspect ratio. We can keep it the original size, we can have a square size, we can have a rectangle size, and we can have a vertical size. Now, these seconds here that you see are the transitions in which the images change. So we're going to need to adjust that as we create this ad. And then there's also the effect that you want to create in between the images to make the transition smoother. So let's go on and create and add some photos to this ad. Now here, as you can see, we're able to grab stock images off of Facebook, and now let's suppose that we are running ads for, now I'm thinking of this off the top of my head. Okay, let's suppose we are running ads for a social media agency, and yeah, it's the most common type of business model nowadays. So we're going to use images that are related to a social media agency. I'm just going to type in online media. Okay, here we go. So we have a bunch of images that Facebook's allowing us to use. So we're gonna pick some random ones that are gonna look good with the slideshow. Okay, let's nah, this one, the color doesn't really suit the kind of ad they want to be doing. This one seems good. Okay, let's use that. Oh, and don't worry about the filter of Shutterstock that's actually in the background, because once you're gonna see, once you run these ads, that's actually gonna disappear. That's just a way of them protecting their images and avoid you downloading it to your computer. Okay, so we're gonna select that one. Can use this one with a laptop and a phone. Okay, we can use this one, looks good too. This one also looks good. Okay, this one, this one. Okay. Okay, so now over here we're gonna need to do some edits so that the slideshow doesn't look so plain. Now we're gonna adjust the transitions between the images to between 2 and 3 seconds. That way they last longer and people actually get to see each one of the images that we're gonna put on. So let's change that to 3 seconds. Okay, and then the other thing that we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to change the aspect ratio because it's more of in a square format. So I like to use the rectangle one because it looks more clean on ads. So let's use the rectangle if this will allow me to click on it. Alright, so now what's gonna happen is we're gonna need to transition between the images more smoothly because at the moment it's just like cutting very instantly from one image to another. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna implement a fade to the images. Okay, now let's have a look at how that looks. Okay, so not bad, but I think we can do better than that. As you can see, Facebook actually gives you the music that you can add to these images. That way they look more appealing and they sound better. Okay, but let's choose another kind of song. Okay, so I think that sounds too country. Let's have a look at another one. Okay, perfect. Okay, I like that. I like that one. Let's go ahead and use that song over there, Chillwave. Now, what we also need to do is we need to incorporate some text into these images because at the moment we just have viewers looking at still images. They don't really have any calls to action. So let's edit these photos and put some calls to action here. Okay, so we're running ads for supposedly a social media agency. So let's use something like looking for targeted traffic. Alright, there we go. Now we can change the color of the background. Something like this, or maybe this. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's use that. We can also put it in bold. The way it looks more clean. There, perfect. Okay, let's use that. Now let's edit each of these photos. Okay, here we're gonna use tired. of getting weak conversions. Okay, and we're gonna set this bold as well, so it's congruent with our last image. And we also need to make the color of the background the same. Okay, save that. Edit this one. Maybe we can say something like can get frustrating. Put that in bold. And also change the color so it's congruent with our last image. Okay, and then I'll save that. And then we're gonna edit this. And we're gonna say create an amazing online presence. We're gonna make that bold. We're also gonna change the color so it fits our previous images. And then we're gonna save that. Okay, edit this one. Returns on your ads. And then we're gonna make that bold. And we're also going to change the color so it's congruent with our last image. It's just very much rinse and repeat. For the final image, we're going to add a call to action. Click on the ad for expert help. Okay, we're going to make it bold, and then we're going to make it the same color as the previous images. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how that looks. I think it's going to look pretty good. Let's have a look. Okay, perfect. There, in a couple of minutes, we're able to generate an ad with very little work, and it's ready to run. So now all we have to do is wait a couple seconds and our ad's gonna be ready. Now that's more or less what I wanted to show you guys. It's more of an intro video than anything else. I'm going to be covering more content just like this in my future videos. So if you found value in it, make sure to hit the like button and smash that subscribe because I am going to put content daily just like this, and I hope you guys found value in it. Cheers!